Hatem Bazian is an Islamic law professor at Zaytuna College. He is joining us now live from Berkeley in California. Professor, thank you very much for joining us. Let me start by asking you a very plain and simple question. Is this a coup?
Well, first, thank you for having me. That's right now is the center of discussions and debate. Both the Speaker of the Parliament, Rashid Ghannouchi, the ex-president of Tunisia, and Marzouki, have called it a coup. So we'll have to wait and see what will be the next steps that are taken. All indications, it seems that the President Saied is taking all powers into his hands. In the next 24 to 48 hours, we will have to really see whether the military will actually take order from the president specifically to curtail freedom, possibly to round up and arrest individuals. If that happens, then it will be for sure a coup with different directions for Tunisia, and the democratic experiment that has been in place from 2011 till now would be put back almost 10 to 20 years back in Tunisia.
Now, Professor, given the fact that Tunisia is the very country from where the Arab Spring is started, what could be the possible consequences of the sacking of the Tunisian Prime Minister on the broader region?
Well, we've been talking about the Arab Spring that have turned into a winter. If not a winter, it's a complete deep freeze and complete transformation of the countries that have experienced the Arab Spring. If we have seen the development in Egypt, the overturn of the successful revolution, then the takeover of the military in Sisi, we could see the destructions been visited on Libya, destructions in Syria, in Yemen. So Tunisia is the last stronghold, if you want to say, of the Arab Spring. And we know that there's been an attempt to try to undo the successes of Tunisia by all the regional actors, including United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and even Libya. Haftar was attempting to intervene. So if the democratic process in Tunisia comes to an end, I would say this will be put the nail in the coffin of the attempt to bring about the democratization of the region, democratization in the Arab world. And we have to wait for possibly another generation or two for bringing about a democracy and transformative political process in the region. So the sad part of it, again, is that the current president, Qais Saied, is a constitutional academic, intellectual, vested in the law. And I would hope and possibly also pray that he will continue, even in these more difficult moments, that he will continue to maintain Tunisia on a democratic path and return back to resolving these difficult political issues. I do think that the constitution that was adopted in 2014 have created a fragmented political landscape, and these issues need to be resolved. The deep economic crisis as a result of the slowdown globally, and then now we have the massive impact COVID-19. These are not issues that could be resolved by one person, no matter how genius he think he is. I do think that he needs to rethink the strategies and not to listen to possibly regional actors that are really planning against Tunisia rather than planning to help Tunisia.
All right, Professor Hatem Bazian, thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World.